Organizational change can be hindered by having a lack of alignment between the vision, the values, and the norms. Micro-organizational change is here, and I'm going to explain. The vision, as you know, is where the company is going. You want to make sure that every single individual in your company knows where you guys are headed. If you put everybody in a room and you ask them, what is the company vision? The question is, will they answer the same thing? Will they have a different opinion of where the company is heading? This should be your first red flag. If everybody knows where you guys are going, then you're on the right way. The second step is to know the values of the company. Can they recite the values of your company? Can you recite the values of your company? The second part of that is, do they resonate with you? Because this is super important. I see it so often at organizations where I am in there, and I see that even though they know the values, they don't believe in them. Now, there might be different reasons for it. Perhaps the executives are not behaving the way that the values ask us to behave. The next one, which is with a micro-organizational development, is in the norms. Because the norms is the behavior of the person. We normally behave according to our values. This is the core of our being. We behave the way that we think, the way that we feel, and what we are attracted to. If we believe in these values, in the company values, more likely than not, we will identify with the company, we will be more engaged inside the company, and we will try to push the company forward. Now, if the values do not align with a person's values, then what's going to happen is that the behavior is going to be different. If the value of your company is collaboration, but the person here is more about autonomy, the issue that might rise up is that there's going to be a power dynamic, because this person wants to do things by himself, doesn't want to share information, and wants to try to be the hero. This value of autonomy does not apply to the collaboration value of the company. So you want to make sure that everybody is aligned. This is going deep already into the norms and the behaviors, and ask yourself, do I behave the way that the company values ask me to? Do my colleagues do so? Do my superiors do so? This is something that you want to take a look at. But let's go even deeper, because this is something that I am really passionate about and I believe in, and I want to share it with you. In terms of the behavior, it is very easy to say, I come to work for the money. That is the reality of it. If they didn't pay me, I wouldn't come to work, which is understandable, and we all need to survive. But this is thinking in the short term. Think about the long term. And let me explain why. Imagine that you do the bare minimum at your company. You don't identify with the values. You don't even know the vision. You're just there to do a job that you were hired to do, and that's it. The long term is important because the company that you work for, if you're able to bring in your engagement, if you're able to give it your very best, not where you go to burnout, not where you go into a Kur, how we say here in Germany, but I mean that you are engaged and that you give your very best in the long term, because you want to fulfill the company's mission and the vision. And here's why. What are the chances that if your company is successful and it's a great company to work for, what are the chances that you're going to invite your kids to come and do an internship, to work for the company, and create the job security for years to come? What if your children do the same thing? What do you think their children are going to do? Now imagine that you have a spouse and your spouse does the same thing at her company. If it's a great place to work for, great benefits, and you see the contribution that you are putting into the company and you see it manifest. Now you have you and your spouse working at two different companies. You have now 2 chances to bring your children into a safe and great atmosphere. Remember that you need to have these pillars here aligned in order for you to transcend and create positive, long-lasting change in your organization. Without these here, especially this one here, it's going to be very difficult for you to be a pioneer in your field. My name is Jerry Tavares, and I wish you a beautiful day. And let me know in the comments down below what you think. Have a beautiful day.